I'm talking to you with my eyes. Hi. Today is September 2nd, and I am totally amazed by my dog back there who's just done a really good job of sabotaging every attempt to make this video so far. So today is September 2nd. It's my day 113. And this is also day 2 of the potato diet. I saw a YouTube video about Penn Jillette, who lost a bunch of weight. Today I picked up his book, Presto! And it's been a good read so far. I really do. I enjoy him, so it's kind of fun to read him, and I can definitely hear his voice. It's told in his narrative. So today's day 2 of the potato diet. I have lost 5 pounds, which is definitely more than I would normally be losing. I had was not able to get below 282, and this morning I was 279.6 or something like that. So I had broken 280. I mean, I had passed, if nothing else, I have broken the plateau. And I'm not sure exactly what the future will hold. I'm not sure how long we'll keep it up or whatnot. I don't know. This is new territory for me. Basically, I will be somewhat eating, I think pretty much like a vegan until I have my surgery, which I can live with. I can live with it, And there's worse things than eating vegan. Whatnot. So anyway, I was kind of curious what part of my body would lose. You lose fat all over your body, but what part of my body would be like noticeable first if someone sees you and they can tell your face is gaunter, or I don't know. One can hope. I felt like yesterday, like my breasts were sticking out more, and it was probably just psychosomatic. I don't know. We'll see. No salt, which I've been putting a little bit of salt on my potatoes, so I guess I've not really been following the diet 100%. But anyway, really cool. Positive side effects: losing weight. Negative side effects: being somewhat queasy. He talks about on day 3 and 4, which tomorrow will be my day 3 and 4, having a really hard time focusing. And I'm curious if maybe that's what I've felt somewhat. I felt yesterday like motion sickness type thing. My daughter was playing a video game, and I could not watch it. It was so much. Like I said, I felt like it was, and it was making me sick. And this morning, she was playing it again, and I started to get a little bit of sickness. And I don't necessarily know if that's it or not, but I think there's a little bit of queasiness with it. I've noticed that when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, I am hungry, and I will eat a potato. I mean, I feel like a zombie, just, eating a potato. And then you eat the potato, and you're full, and it feels really good and wonderful. And then I think my body is a little bit of gastric, not necessarily flatulence, but a lot of burping and a lot of peeing, a lot of water. Now, granted, I'm drinking a lot of tea and water anyway, but I mean, like Spiro pee, you just go and go and go and go and go. Now, we know that when the body breaks down fat, it becomes carbon dioxide and water. So one could hope that I'm flushing out. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. You can't tell too much from day 2 of anything. And like I said, I have no idea. You do the potatoes for 2 weeks, and so I have no clue what I'm going to do in 12 days. I'm going to burn that bridge. Hopefully he'll say something in his book. I don't know. But he had a really good disclaimer up front about, if you take medical advice from a magician, you're an asshole. So we get that out of the way. So that's day 2, potato diet. Lost 10 pounds. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I felt today, and I don't necessarily think this is related to the diet, but somewhat of a sense of waiting. Like I'm waiting. I feel like it's somewhat like I'm just waiting. Now, full disclosure, I was playing a video game and enjoying myself. And my turn was up. It was my daughter's turn. So I got kicked off the Xbox. And so I was like, I'm going to get kicked off the Xbox. Come to my room. And I didn't want to do anything. I've already read. I've had my potato. I'm not, it's like bedtime. And I'm not really ready for bed, but there's really nothing I want to do. And so I felt like, again, I had looked at my weight loss and somewhat like, it's like everything's in motion. Now what? I'm waiting. I feel like I'm waiting. I'm waiting to lose the weight. If all goes the way it's supposed to go. And even if I was like exercising and busy, and I mean, I've been exercising for a while, but again, it's like I'm waiting, and I can look and try and figure out, about when this all should go through. And even before, like when I was doing the USDA weight loss plan and having some results, but I hit a plateau, I could tell that, 6 months, 8 months, I was going to lose the weight. So then it was just, again, waiting. I'm waiting to lose the weight. Thinking about a relationship of all things with someone I've never met, thinking about what would happen if I met someone. And like I'm waiting. My experience with some of the dating websites, I didn't want to get into a relationship with someone as a trans woman as a pre-op, and so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to lose the weight, to be waiting to have the surgery, to be waiting to heal, to be waiting to meet somebody, to be waiting, you know what I mean? It just seems like, yes, I'm very thankful to be alive today. I'm very thankful to have clothes on my back and a roof over my head and potatoes to eat and a daughter who loves me and to be a trans woman. I'm fully transitioned, blah, 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 blah. But, ooh, did you hear that? It's a potato gurgle. Patience. But again, it's like I'm waiting. And, that would have happened whether I was transgender or not. It didn't matter if I was trans. But again, I feel like I'm waiting. I feel like I'm incubating. Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm incubating. Oh, I got a cat. Haha. I feel like I'm incubating. And what do you think? Oh, he disagrees. I realized too, as a parent and with my daughter, I can't really date. Anyway, you gotta block the camera, huh? Here, play in the box. Like I said, I'm waiting. That's kind of the way I feel. And it's okay. I mean, that's life. Life is waiting sometimes. And maybe that's where I feel like it ties into the transition somewhat is, in the first year, when you're taking the estrogen and everything, and you're waiting for the changes to happen. Those first 4 to 6 months. There's no visible changes. You know something is going on, but you can't exactly put your finger on it. And that's kind of the way I felt somewhat recently about being like kind of on a plateau, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to, see what changes continue. I'm waiting, obviously, for the weight loss. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm exercising or doing this diet, and I'm waiting. I know there's a certain period of time that has to pass while I'm building up my finances, so I can't have surgery. But as idiotic as it is to be so, I'm waiting, I know that that's not the end. Just because maybe a year from now I'm a post-op, I could still be kind of in somewhat the same situation, waiting. I'm waiting to meet someone. I'm waiting. And somewhat too as a parent too. I have a commitment, for my daughter, and I love her. And you know what I mean? I have a commitment. It's like if you take that to the extreme, you're like, well, until she goes off to college, this is my life. And I'm very happy with her, but again, there's that part of, oh, I'm waiting. Food for thought. But again, like I said, I'm just mentioning it. I'm not complaining about it. But it's interesting to me. And you meet people in all different stages and positions, and I know trans women who are with lesbians. I know trans women who are young and single. I know trans women who haven't quite figured out what they're going to do with themselves, and it's lots of complexity. We don't always know what we want, and some of that too, like I said, it's waiting to see what happens. And I think it was John Lennon said something to the effect of, life is something that happens while you're doing something else. Life is something that happens to you while you're doing something else. And for me, I feel somewhat like life is something that happens while I'm waiting. But maybe all this is just me being a little bored and a little bummed out because I got kicked off the Xbox. I don't know, but you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say. I guess I better sign off. So, here we are in day 113, second year. Hope all is good near you. And till next time, good luck, my friends.